Well, welcome back, everybody. Good morning to you all, and thank you, Mr. President, for that announcement. And I think many of you saw the sneak preview in the newspaper this morning in the Washington Post about a major announcement that John Podesta will share at lunchtime on behalf of the President. But obviously, we intend to put meaning behind our words with actions, and you will see a very significant effort to follow up over the course of the next months. One of the things I just want to say quickly, and I'll talk about it later, as we go through the morning, we need to think about how we all follow up on this. And we've thought of annualizing this effort so that we come back with a specific set of tasks that we can measure. And people have to kind of, report, in a sense, on the goals and missions that we set here so that we're really holding each other accountable to this effort going forward. So I'm very appreciative for the President's announcement about the effort to deal with illegal fish that come to the marketplace. We can all do more, and if there's no market, we have an ability to really be able to begin to diminish the impact of illegal and undocumented, unwarranted fishing. And we want to do that, needless to say. Now, I know you're all very eager to hear from our special guest this morning, Leonardo DiCaprio. Here at the State Department, we are particularly grateful that Leo and his mother, Ermeline DiCaprio, is here along with friends of the family, and that they took the time to join our conference. I know he plans to hang around a little bit after he speaks so that he can hear some of the panels, and particularly is interested in the deliverables. I will refrain from a whole bunch of puns about the movie Titanic and the ocean. I see I just got away with that, didn't I? Even though The Heart of the Ocean is particularly apt, for those of you who know what that is. But Leo's heard every one of them before, and I don't want to deter him from actually coming out here. I will only say this. I got to know Leo particularly well during my campaign for president when he took time out of his life to put his celebrity to work on behalf of what he believed was the right choices for the country in terms of the environment particularly. And he packed halls and rallies all around the country, and I'm pleased to say he packed them not as a star screen, but as a passionate advocate for the environment. He is a terrific example of how an artist, an actor, a person of celebrity can take that celebrity and make it meaningful in the context of things that matter to people's lives on a day-to-day basis, more than being entertained. And he has used it to capture the public's attention on this particular issue about the oceans. I was very, very struck during the course of our time together about his seriousness of purpose. He doesn't just lend his name to this kind of an effort casually. He does his homework. He knows the issues. He invests time to visit places where he can learn more about those issues, and he understands how to make the case effectively and persuasively. We have seen him do this through the Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation, where he fights tiger poaching in Nepal, helps to preserve the rainforests in Sumatra, and proves that you can make a difference even to the lives of elephants and wild tigers and orangutans, and that it matters to all of us that you do. And just this year, he announced a $3 million donation to help protect the ocean's habitats for marine species, for marine animals, particularly including sharks. I might even say that he's been up close and personal. He was just telling me, I asked him about an incident where I heard a shark tried to eat him. And he said it was the first instance of a white shark jumping into a shark cage where he promptly flattened himself and somehow avoided disaster. So that, my friends, is why he is here today. It's a privilege for me to introduce an activist who has made it his mission to try to help convey to people just why it is so important that we act now on our common responsibility as stewards of this planet, whether on land or on sea. So join me in welcoming Leonardo DiCaprio.